Welcome back to the channel, The Secret of Ancient Story. Tonight, we're stepping into a true story that feels almost beyond belief. A story of absolute obedience, a journey without preparation, and a 6-month seclusion that would change the destiny of Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani forever. Imagine being told to leave everything behind. No questions, no thoughts, no second thoughts, and you actually do it. What kind of faith does that take? Because what happened next was not just a journey to Baghdad, it was a journey into the unseen.
In a quiet village, something began that no one could explain. They came without invitation, without announcement.
Go to Baghdad. 6 months seclusion.
He didn't ask why.
Where are you going?
To Baghdad.
I'm going there too.
I have been assigned to serve you.
For the next 6 months, no one would understand what was about to happen inside that room. And it started with one command.
What if one command from your spiritual guide could change your entire destiny, without warning, without preparation, and without turning back? What kind of faith does it take for Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani to leave everything behind instantly and walk into a journey he doesn't fully understand? The year is 1955. In Suila, Jordan, something unusual is happening. A quiet presence begins attracting thousands. Villages like Ramtha and even the city of Amman slowly fill with seekers, scholars, officials, and ordinary people, all drawn to something they cannot explain. At the center is Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani, a devoted student of Grand Sheikh Abdullah al-Faiz Dagestani, a man known for his absolute obedience and deep spiritual focus. Then one day, everything changes. Sheikh Abdullah ad-Dagestani gives a direct command.
Go to Baghdad. Make seclusion for 6 months in the mosque of Sayyidina Abdul Qadir al-Jilani.
No preparation, no delay. Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani doesn't even return home. No clothes, no provisions, just trust. On the way, a murid of Sheikh Abdullah ad-Dagestani recognizes him and offers him a ride to Baghdad. A journey that could have been impossible suddenly becomes easy. When he arrives at the mosque of Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani, a mysterious man is waiting.
I have been assigned to serve you,
He says. A small room is prepared, 1 bowl of lentil soup, 1 piece of bread per day. And silence begins. Inside that room, Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani enters a level of worship few can imagine. Reciting the entire Quran in 9 hours. Repeating La ilaha illallah 124,000 times. Sending 124,000 salawat upon Prophet Muhammad. And repeating Allah, Allah 313,000 times daily. Then, the visions begin. One after another. Each one pulling him deeper into a reality beyond the physical world. Until one day, a call comes from the unseen.
Oh my son, I am waiting for you.
But who is calling him, and what will happen when he answers? And that's where we pause, right at the edge of something extraordinary. Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani has entered the seclusion, the silence has begun, and the unseen is starting to open. But what he is about to witness is something that would change his spiritual reality forever. Because soon, a call will come, not from this world, but from a presence that transcends time. Who was calling him, and what happens when he answers? We'll uncover that in part 7. So stay with us on the secret of ancient story, because the next chapter isn't just powerful, it's unforgettable.
6 months alone, in silence, in worship that goes beyond human limits.
O my son,
He heard it, not with his ears, but with his soul.
I am waiting for you.